Welcome everybody to Ligbt's final shootout from AMF Plainview. It's Sunday, April 3rd, and we are in for a special 6-person shootout. Let's meet our final 6. On the left, Mr. Eddie Yang from Flushing, New York. Eddie has a 168 club average and he's getting 46 pins. Next up is Mr. Kenny Simpson. He is from Shirley, New York. Kenny has a 160 club average and he's getting 54 pins. Next in the middle is Mr. Gary Paulsen from Massapequa, New York. Gary has a 155 club average, he's getting 58 pins. Next up, Mr. Denis Cury from Lynbrook, New York. Denis has a 153 club average, he's getting 60 pins. Next up is Mr. Rodney Williams from Central Islip, New York. Ronnie has a club average of 140, which is the lowest we give, and Ronnie's getting 72 pins. And last but not least, Mr. Juan Ayala, who has a 159 club average, and he's getting 54 pins. Okay, guys, shake hands, and let's get this match rolling. We had a great turnout here at AMF Plainview on this beautiful Sunday. It was a little cold and windy outside, but bowlers were hot for the action here. And we are bowling today on the Highway to Hell pattern, 40 feet. Scores were pretty low, 702 to make the cut in the first squad and 708 in the second squad. So we would expect the scores to be fairly competitive. I would say 240 will win it, 250 will win it, and 220 will cash. All right, we're going to start our match with Mr. Denis Cury on the right lane and Mr. Eddie Yang on the left. Right, and here comes Denis Cury's first shot. 10 in the pit. Way to go, Denis. All right, Eddie Yang. He's also 10 in the pit. And these guys are looking like this is a house shot tournament. As you can see by the masking unit, the Ligbt is being sponsored by Brunswick Corporation, makers of the finest bowling balls in the world. And we gave away 6 Nirvanas here today. Here on the jersey set. Oh, he comes across and Rodney gets 9. Rodney's first appearance ever on the Ligbt video. And here comes Kenny Simpson. This one's going to go way left. And he goes high and gets lucky, leaves just the 610. Rodney looking for his first title. Kenny Simpson has 2 titles. Eddie Yang has 2 titles. Good spare for Rodney. Way to go, Rodney. Making his first spare. All right, and Kenny Simpson, he flags the pins. Way to go, Kenny. So Kenny, who was down in Florida for about 6 weeks, came back in his first tournament, made the final shootout, but as the first open of the final match. Now here comes Juan Ayala. Juan, all the way out east, Mauritius, only 28 years old, looking for his first title. And he goes Jersey! What a shot for Juan. Way to go. Juan getting 54 pins. And here comes Gary Paulsen, twisting it up from Massapequa. Gary goes a little light, leads the 245. Gary's been a member since 2011, has no titles, but has finished second. So he's trying to break through to the winner's circle after 5 years of competing with the Ligbt. All right. See if Gary can make this spare. And he makes it perfectly. Way to go, Gary. Gary's got his friends back there. He's got Eddie Passaro, Frank Lungi, Dennis Mendelson. Oh, rooting for them. They always come every tournament, bowl together, have a good time. All fine gentlemen, and we love having them here at the Ligbt. All right, Eddie Yang looking for a double. Eddie going light, leaves just the 2 pin. All right, back to the action here. trying to get a better view for everybody. Dennis Cury on a strike. And this one going to be a little light. Ooh, and he leaves the bad break 210. 210. Okay, Eddie Yang. Looking for an easy spare, and Eddie's all over the spare. Nice going for Eddie Yang. Eddie, who has been a member since 2009, won his 2 titles. First one in 2012 at AMF Syosset, and his last one in AMF Sable, where the LIPBT will be next week, in 2013. So it's been 3 years. All right, Dennis Cury. Oh, great try for Denis. All right, Kenny Simpson now working off and open. This one looks a little bit better. 10 in the pit. That's the way to come back from an open. Way to go, Kenny Simpson. Kenny, his lovely wife, Mary, has 3 girls, 2 beautiful granddaughters. Right, here comes Rodney working off a spare. He leaves the 610. Goes a little high, leaves the 610. Oh, Dennis Cury leaving a stone 7-pin. Bad break for Denis. All right, let's see if Ronnie can make the spare. All right, so Rodney makes the spare. That's 2 in a row for him. Good spare for Gary Paulsen. All over that spare. All right, now Juan Ayala going to finish up frame number 2. He's working on the strike, hoping for a double. And this one's going to go high. Does it go Jersey? It does for the double. So Juan with a little smile, knowing you got a break, and that's what you need here in the final shootout to break through. First prize today is $1,000. Second prize is $500. Third is $350. Fourth is $300. Fifth is $275, and sixth is $250. All right, Dennis Cury working off an open. Going Jersey for the strike. Way to go, Denis. Eddie Yang, who has not bowled in any rounds in the finals. This is first and only because he's seated. Oh, listen to that. He throws the ball Jersey and gets a break. So Eddie strikes here in the 3rd frame. Eddie led the first squad at 1 o'clock with a beautiful 8-0-2 series. And that gave him 2 byes in the finals, which seeded him directly here into the final shootout. So he's coming in cold while everybody else is coming in from round 2. Okay, here Rodney is going Jersey. Ooh, the 5-pin deflects off and leaves the 9. All right, Kenny Simpson looking to double up. This one's got a chance. Got a little lazy with the ball. 5-7 split. Kenny, who was sitting around, he bowled the first squad, made it, and did not bowl the second squad, so he's been sitting around for a while. So he might have stiffened up a little. Nice spare for Rodney. Okay, Kenny missing all his spares, so Kenny, who bowled great all day, looking a little rusty here in the finals. But we're still way early here. All right, here comes Juan, who has started this match with a double. Can he make it 3 in a row? Oh, he goes high, leaves the 4-6-7. Bad break. Gary Paulsen, going Jersey, goes high, and he leaves the 6-10. All right, so Juan, after a double, has an open. And here comes Gary, and Gary is going to flag this too. So everybody having their opens. So right now, 4 out of the 6 bowlers has already had at least an open frame. The only clean bowlers is Eddie Yang, who's on the right, and Rodney Williams, who's got the most handicap. All right, here comes Eddie working on a strike. Come on, Ed. Goes Jersey. Oh, he leaves the 10 pin. Goes Jersey, leaves the 10 pin. Ligbt will be running a house shot tournament on Sunday, April 10th. That's next Sunday, April 10th, over at Amf Sable. And squads are 1 and 3 clock. Entry fee $65 for the first squad, $55 if you re-enter. Top prizes are $1,000, $500, $300, and $250. We hope you can make it for a house shot tournament. This one's going to stay way right. Misses the head pin, leaving the 1, 2, 4. All right, Eddie Yang throws it in the gutter. So now Eddie's got an open. So there's only 1 bowler left without an open frame. All right, Dennis Cury. We're going to make the spare. He was on a strike, so we did lose wood. And this one looks pretty good. Good spare for Dennis. Well covered for Dennis Cury. Dennis Cury works for JetBlue. JetBlue as a quality control. All right, come on, Kenny Simpson. 10 in the pit. He loves the right lane. He's got to get back on the left lane. So Kenny's striking both times in the right, opening both times on the left. All right, here's the guy that only has no opens. Here's Rodney Williams. Oh, and he's got the open frame, so everybody in the first 4 frames has at least 1 open. Wow. All right, Gary twisting it up. Gary going high, breaks off the 6, gets the 4 pin. Leaves just the 4. All right, so everybody, before we've completed the 4th frame, already has at least 1 open. Maybe that's why they call it Highway to Hell. Okay, Rodney gets 1 of the pins. All right, so he's got 62 in the 4th scratch. Gary Paulsen making the spare. Way to go, Gary. Nicely done. Okay, on the left lane, Juan Ayala, he's working off an open. He had a split. Dennis Cury will be on the right lane starting frame number 5. All right, this one going wide. 10 in the pit. What a great shot and a great comeback after an open. Well done. All right, Dennis Cury on the right lane. Dennis has been bowling with the Ligbt since 2011, and he has yet to win a title. His home center is in Sandy Lanes in Malvern. He is a single gentleman. He led the 3 o'clock squad today with an 8-10 series. Way to go, Dennis. This one's going to be a little light. Leaves the 2-4-5. That's his 2nd consecutive time he's left the 2-4-5. Eddie, this one looks pretty good. Will it hold pocket? No, goes Jersey. Again, leaves the 10 pin. So Eddie's going to have a little chance at redemption. He missed the 10 pin in the last frame. Let's see if he can adjust and make it. Now, Eddie Yang has 2 titles. He is a married gentleman. He works as an IT executive. And his home center is Chip Lanes out in Queens. All right, Dennis holding on for the 2-4-5. Great conversion for Dennis. Way to go as he completes his 5th frame. All right, Eddie Yang looking to make the spin. This time, Eddie's all over it. Way to go, Eddie. All right, so way to adjust, Eddie, as he has finished his 5th frame. Here comes Rodney Williams. Rodney working off an open frame. All right, he's twisting it up, goes high. Oh, leaves a 3-6-10. So Rodney really muscling the ball, very strong man. Now, Rodney from Central Islip, he joined about a year ago, has no titles. Kenny Simpson on the left lane gets the strike. Finally, and that's a double for Kenny Simpson. He's back in town. Now, Rodney, he works for the town of Islip. He's married with 4 kids. And his home center is AMF Shirley. And he has his second consecutive open. So Rodney, who gets the most pins in handicap, he gets 12 more than Dennis Cury.
In there. Yeah,
Gary Paulsen finally striking up. First one of the match for Gary. Now Juan Ayala will be finishing his fifth frame, and we'll take a look at the scores after Juan gets finished. Now Juan also is from AMF Shirley. He has no titles. He's been with the LGBT for about a year. He is engaged to be married. And he's engaged to a beautiful woman, Tiensis Brown. Now here comes, this one's a little wide. Oh no, leaves the washout. Tiensis, they are engaged. He is a plumber by trade. And Juan shot a 708 series at 3 o'clock today to advance to the finals. All right, here comes Dennis Cury. He's actually starting frame number 6. This one going direct to the pocket. Leaves a little high and leaves a 4-pin. Okay, so Juan was on a strike, so he didn't lose wood yet. Let's see if he can convert this. It is makeable. Oh no, this one he's going to miss by the left. Only gets 1 pin, so that's a bad break for Juan. All right, let's take a look at the scores. On the left lane, Eddie Yang's got a spare and he's 114. Next up, Kenny Simpson on a double 88. Next up, on the bottom there is Gary Paulsen with a strike 123. And on the right lane, you can see Dennis Cury. He's now finished 6th frame. He's got 142 on a spare. Rodney Williams, he's got on an open 71 with 143. And last but not least, of course, is Juan Ayala. He's got an open and he's at 133. All right, let's get back to the action and a split by Eddie Yang. Here comes Rodney. 10 in the pit for Rodney Williams. First strike of the match. Way to go, Rodney. Can't throw a ball better than that. All right, here comes Eddie. He can make this. Eddie's a good bowler. Let's see if he can sneak this over. He's going to give it a shot. Does it hook enough? No, he gets the wood, though. Smart play for Eddie. All right, Kenny Simpson. There's a lot of opens on the board here. Kenny's got 2 of them, but he will get the first triple of the match if he strikes here. And he's hit both times on this lane. All right, here comes Juan. Off and opens, bringing it up. Oh, he leaves the bucket. Leaves the bucket. So the highway to hell is proving hard to maneuver. Kenny Simpson going for number 3. Oh, and he leaves another 5-7. Yep. Wow, so this is a match of futility for these bowlers. No one has taken over. It is wide open. 6 bowlers. And this one. Oh, what a nice conversion. Nice spare for Juan. Way to go. So that's finishing up frame 6. Kenny getting the wood. All right. So now Gary Paulsen will be finishing up frame number 6. LIGBT's Spring Major will be at AMF Babylon April 15th and 17th. That's a Friday night, 7 and 9, Sunday, 1 and 3, 2,000 first, 1,000 second, 750 third, 500 fourth. Gary Paulsen going Jersey, leaves just the 6 pin. That is a don't miss tournament over at AMF Babylon. Again, April 15th, 17th, 2,000 on top. Entry fee only $70 a squad. 4 squads to bowl. We're using a unique format. Finals first round will be beat half the field. After that, we're going to do into match play. So we're going to combine both of the fun formats that we use on the LIGBT tour. Great spare for Gary Paulsen. That finishes up frame number 6. Eddie Yang is starting off frame number 7. Here comes Eddie. This one's pretty wide. Will it come back? No. And he washes out. So futility continues for these bowlers. Good crowd in the back here. All right, Dennis Cury. Dennis working Denis working off a spare. He bounces the ball a little, gonna go high. Leaves the 3, 6, 10. All right, Eddie Yang. This will be, he's got a shot here. Oh, good try for Eddie. That's his third open in the last 4 frames, and he's getting a little frustrated out there. All right. Here comes Dennis Cury, flipping it up. Got to avoid the shot, but he makes the spare. Way to go, Denis. Oh, Kenny Simpson missing this way left. Wow, he leaves a weird lead. The 6, 9, 10. 6, 9, 10. He's rushing up there. All right, now Ronnie Williams on strike. Can he double? Oh, this one's spinning up, going Jersey! Oh, shaking 6-pin, but it stays up. Kenny Simpson makes the spare. He had it all the way. 3 heart attacks later. Yeah. All right. Rodney Williams making the spare. Way to go, Rodney. Looking good out there. Okay, on the left, Gary Paulsen flipping it through. Does he carry? No, leaves the 4-pin. Left the 4-pin. Went a little high. Okay, here comes Juan working on a spare. Staying under the ball. This one looks pretty good. Does it hold pocket? No, it goes Jersey and leaves the 6-10. Gary twisting it up. Makes the spare. Way to go, Gary. And the crowd goes wild. Hey, for you senior citizens, that's wild. You're clapping. Okay. Uh-oh, he throws that one away, Juan. So there's another open. So that's his 3rd open frame. We've got a tight match here right now. Leading will be Gary Paulsen. He's 3 pins ahead of Denis Cury, who's up on the left lane. No, I take that back. Rodney Williams is up by 1 pin over Gary Paulsen and 4 pins over Denis Cury. Denis going high, leads the 3-10. We have got an incredible tight match here. Eddie Yang. Come on, Eddie, hold it, changes the ball, goes high, leads the 4-7. Much better shot, though. Okay, coming up. Denis Cury making it from the outside. Way to go, Denis. Here comes Eddie Yang. Hold on, Eddie. Oh, and he misses it. Oh, look at Eddie. 3 opens in a row. That is not the Eddie Yang we know. All right. Rodney Williams. He is the leader by 1 pin. That's why leads 1-2-4, so he loses his lead now and is now 2 pins behind, technically, Gary Paulsen, depending on what he does on his next shot. Here comes Kenny Simpson working off a spare. Kenny praying for something. 10, oh, a 7-pin! Oh, that looked like 10 in the pit. Oh, what a bad break.
Yeah, that's a couple of them.
Okay, here comes Rodney. Makes the spare. Good spare for Rodney. So he is staying pretty close to on top. Here comes Kenny Simpson, needs the spare. And good spare, Kenny. All right, we're finishing up frame number 8. We've got an exciting match here. Juan Ayala on the left lane. He's working off and open. Here's a shot going way wide coming up.